there's also a situation where where there's actually a white person that's actually leading the entire black community at some point, and they didn't
Oh,
realize she
that
was white.
yeah. I remember her, the ultimate cosplayer, because she was like, "No, I am African American." I'm like, "Guard, no, no!" Like I swear, when she kept saying she's black, I'm like, "Bitch, you're not black.
Dude,
You're
she
white."
changed her skin color next level. She completely
Guard.
That's crazy. Like, wow.
What's up, everyone? Reckless Fox here, and welcome to episode 70. Yes, 70. We're 30 episodes away from syndication. And as always, welcome back to a brand new episode of the ScrubClub Gaming Podcast, where we hear the average Joes tell you everything that's going on in the video game industry for the most part, and sometimes comic book industry and the movie industry if it's a slow day, just geek culture just in general. Rock with me tonight is my partner in crime. He is the magnificent, and no copyright, because we're going to just put the other word, Xforce Gamer 88. Xforce, take it away.
How's it going, everyone? This is Xforce Gamer 88 coming to you live.
And my opening comment is, I want to wish everyone a very happy Easter, happy Resurrection Day for the religious people, all praises to the Most High. And I am purposely not watching Game of Thrones right now because my brother and his wife decided to commandeer the HBO Go account, so I can't watch it. So so please do not spoil Game of Thrones, or someone will get punched in the throat. I'm just saying right now. With all that being said, yeah, let's get started. Before we do, as always, you gotta do some housekeeping. And for those of y'all who are unaware, we do our podcast live on Twitch. So you haven't yet, be sure to follow us here on twitch.tv/recklessfox for all episodes of the ScrubClub Gaming Podcast. ScrubClub Center presents ScrubClub retrospective reviews, which we're gonna be doing soon live, and Scrub Lounge, which will be coming back this week with myself and Karma. And as always, you can find me here to show for all my Let's Plays and stuff like that. I'm in the middle of I'm trying to finish up my Metal Gear Solid chronological order run through. We've already gone through Phantom Pain. We're now through the OG Metal Gear, and we're gonna be doing Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake at some point. And yeah, chat, we love you. We like when you guys are here. We like when you guys want to keep us motivated. Let us know what's going on. Let us know how excited you are about Mortal Kombat 11, because the game comes out this Friday, right? It's on the 20th. It comes out on the 28th, right? Correctly.
The 28th, right?
No, the 23rd. It comes out in a few days. It comes out in like 2 days.
Oh, shit. So
yeah.
you're gonna get the Shao Kahn bullshit?
No, I'm gonna get paid next week. The hell? Then I'll buy the game. I still haven't bought Resident Evil 2 yet, and which is gonna be really coincide when I start doing my new series on YouTube. Being said, now for those y'all who are unaware, for the uninitiated, yes, you can talk to us in the chat. Let us know how you feel. But unfortunately, we know there are some people who are very shy, and we understand. We really do. You think that I'm gonna roast you. I'm not going to, because we've always said there's no such thing as a stupid question unless you ask it or you respond with a really dumb answer. So be sure to talk to us. But until then, you can then now forever email us at scrubclubgamingbookings@gmail.com. That's scrubclubgamingbookings@gmail.com for any questions, comments, concerns, advice, and business inquiries. So love doing business with you indie folks out there. If you got a video game or a movie you want us to watch or play, hit us up. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter. Type in ScrubClub Gaming. Bam! ScrubClub Gaming is all up in your home. We understand we have not been on our Facebook page for the longest. We apologize. We're trying to get back on there. It's either that or we're just going to completely ditch Facebook and start putting our stuff on Instagram. Because everyone puts their stuff on Instagram at this point. Facebook is pretty much dying, concaving on its own feces, but that's a different story for another time. You can also find us on
That's some imagery.
No, yeah, you can also find us on our YouTube page, ScrubClub Gaming, where we put up all recent video. We put up video versions of the ScrubClub Gaming podcast, and you can find us on our homepage, SoundCloud.com/ScrubClub Gaming. That's SoundCloud.com/ScrubClub Gaming. For all archived episodes of the ScrubClub Gaming podcast, ScrubClub Center presents Scrub Lounge and ScrubClub retrospective reviews from myself and Boken Commando. And you want to get a hold of us? You want some private critique time? Find your boy Reckless Fox on Twitter and Instagram at @the_Reckless_Fox. Find me on my YouTube page with Reckless_Fox, and find all my latest gaming content on twitch.tv/Reckless_Fox. I'm not holding down the Southtown region of East flexing. I'm gonna stick it to my homie Xforce. Xforce, where can they find you?
You can find me at twitch.tv/Xforce Gamer 88. Anyways, shout out to Relic Hunter for being on a chat.
Love it, Relic. And if y'all haven't yet, be sure to follow Relic Hunter GM on his Twitch page, twitch.tv/Relic Hunter GM. Him and our homie Ducky do a D&D session called Relic Hunters, which is a inspired Power Ranger RPG game. I have seen it. It is amazing. It's great. Be sure to check those guys out. And with all that being said, let's get started. Now, we always do this. Xforce, how was your week thus far? Well, it's now Sunday. It's Easter. So, how was your previous week?
It was alright.
That's it.
Nothing eventful.
This
honestly.
nigga. Alright, shut the hell up. Alright, let me tell y'all something. Myself,
okay,
Xforce.
if you're going to talk about the convention, then we're going to talk about that together. All right.
All right. That's the case. That's fine. Then I'll take the turn then. So let me put it like this, guys. This week's been fun. I've enjoyed myself and everything like that. And yesterday, if you're listening to us on a Sunday, yesterday, which was Saturday, 420. Happy 420 to some of y'all who do it. Myself, Xforce, Jen, and Boken Commando, the four of us met at Anime Pasadena, which was pretty fun, I will say.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't go to a lot of anime conventions, and I've gone to AX.
It was alright.
It was okay. It was alright. I mean, I went up there to interview a couple of people, and that was pretty much it. I think the best part was just after we left, because we went to Islands. Our home.
Oh yeah, we went to Islands for that one.
Which is one of the which I will say, and if y'all and we can listen to the Scrub Lounge if I have to explain the story. It was kind of awkward, and I'll leave it at that. But,
oh God!
But I will say this:
I feel for you for that one.
Thank you.
I saw that one.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Let's just say, me personally, it was awkward as hell, and I'll leave it at that. But right afterwards, we hung out with a fellow Twitch streamer, Carlito NSP. Shouts to Carlito NSP, as well as Karma. We all met up at our homie Deckard's place, and we did a whole game day session. Very fun. It was very eventful. I was a bit buzzed, rightfully so, though. And then I got home. I was going to stream Overwatch last night. I updated.
And then you passed out, right?
I passed the hell out. I was so tired. And I went to sleep around 11:30, and I will say this: 2 nights in a row, I've had some of the best sleep. Also, I got my car back today, so I'm very happy about that. And yeah, I'll leave it at that. Other than that,
you know what's really funny? Though? Me and Boken, we didn't know each other. We didn't know we actually did meet each other previously until we met in person.
Okay, so I actually
that was really fun.
Explain a little bit of that, Xforce. Just briefly explain it.
Okay. Me and Boken, we actually went all the way back in how should I put it?
Community college.
Yeah, community college. Thank you. Yeah, because I was trying to think of give a non. You get what I mean, though, right?
I get what you mean. Yes. For the uninitiated, Boken, Commando, and Xforce have known each other for the longest. And they did not know, and neither one of them knew who the other person was until they met in person yesterday. And I swear, me and Jen saw this firsthand. It looked like when two friends. It looked like some straight out of Shawshank Redemption when Andy Dufresne and Morgan Freeman's character hooked back up together after Andy escaped from Shawshank. And so it looked like that. It was honestly funny, and it was adorable at the same time. I saw one of the ultimate bromances happen right in front of me. It was awesome.
Yeah, we actually had the same class together in chemistry. Surprisingly, it was like 6 years ago, and we pretty much both watched the Sentai series
you watched
in class.
Super Sentai. Y'all watch Kamen Rider.
Yeah, all the fun stuff, all the fun superhero stuff, and pretty much we got through the entire class because the class itself was pretty boring, actually.
I've been told that. I've been told that a lot. I've been told from people who went to the community college you've gone to that it is pretty effing boring. Like I'll say this right now. I'll say this right now.
Okay.
When I went to that community college you and Boken went to, because I actually had to take a community class for communications, because at my university, which I'm graduating from next month, taking the communications class, a simple general ed communications class will cost you an arm and a leg. At my university, it will cost you $1,000. At the community college the three of us went to, it cost me like $140.
Well, it really depends how many units you take, but that sounds about right. If you're just taking that particular class in a community college, the one I went to, at least, and I'm going to say straight up, everyone looks dead. They look lifeless in the community college. They have no soul. They just... What?
Wow, they have no soul.
They just look like they given up. They just want to just waiting for their own hell to end or something like that. That's what they look like in community college. It is look lifeless compared to university, like in
college university.
Yes, no, it's just a university.
Yeah,
it's just a university. In a university, a lot more life in there. More people are more passionate and such.
Right.
I met everyone. I met all the cool people there. Honestly,
you met people from the ScrubClub podcast that you would be working with for later on.
Yeah, pretty much.
And the only three people you have yet to meet yet are Bajimxenn, Exile Oreo, and Skooks. Those are the only three you have yet to meet. But you've met and Cece, but Cece's in San Diego, so.
You know what's really funny? I actually surprised Jen and such.
I know. Oh funny. Yeah. So Xforce was creeping up on. I'm joking. Xforce scared her. Like he actually surprised her and stuff like that. And she's like, "Oh my god, you're Xforce!" And then they hug and all that stuff.
Yeah, that was kind of amusing, honestly. But then again, that was actually my fault for not showing my picture beforehand because I'm very concerned about security. But now that we met in real life, I have no problem showing my face to her now.
And in case you need her to do your taxes, you can just call her up.
I already have my own person already, so
good man.
Yeah,
you're a good man.
Oh well, what can you do? What can you do? So with that said,
we can move on. That's what we can do.
Yeah, exactly. We can just move on for that one.
So quick news real quick. We only have a couple of pieces of quick news. So for you Burnout fans, I know Xforce.
Wait, Burnout? Wait, yes. What about Burnout?
Burnout Paradise's servers are shutting down in August. So So for anyone who's been playing Burnout Paradise on the 360 or the PS3 for so long, the game's been running for about 11 years. The servers are going to be officially shutting down August 9th. So get all your gameplay in before those servers shut down.
Well, get all your multiplayer base achievements beforehand.
Exactly. Next, okay, so we're now going into some more news because there wasn't a lot of quick news stuff that happened that we actually care about. So if you guys are comic book fans, if you guys are specifically Marvel comic book fans, there's gonna be a brand new event going on. It's gonna be Wolverine versus Blade. Yes, the half vampire, black superhero Blade is gonna be fighting Wolverine.
Why Blade?
Why the hell not? Don't you question it? Don't you question it? It's awesome. That's why. Blade versus Wolverine is gonna happen.
Oh, Blade versus. Oh, okay.
Blade versus Wolverine.
I thought it was a new solo movie of his.
No. It's a comic book. Anyways.
Oh, my bad.
And last but not least, we covered this a month ago. But for those who don't know, Pluto TV was bought out by Viacom. Pluto TV was Naz's old streaming service that was free, where you can watch a lot of free content, like old TV shows, even some newer TV shows and movies and stuff like that. I think Nerdist have their own channel on Pluto TV. Well, Viacom has already planned to add 15 channels to Pluto TV with content from Comedy Central, Nickelodeon, BET, MTV, and more. I can actually read some of the stuff that they're going to try to add to Pluto TV real quick. Let me find it. So Comedy Central, BET, Nickelodeon, and MTV as well. Unfortunately, there's no dates yet, but these are just the few. Also BBC as well. So BBC News and BBC content, as well as VH1, Paramount, the Paramount Network, And yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll try to keep you guys up to date with that. I actually might put that more on Scrub Lounge because yeah, I think Karma would like to would probably get a kick out of this. And as long as she doesn't pay for cable, I'm pretty sure she'll enjoy this. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's get started on some gaming news. So one of the biggest things that has come out is Mortal Kombat 11. Mortal Kombat 11 is officially coming out in a couple of days as we are recording this, and the official launch trailer came out. Xforce, I showed it to you yesterday. Thoughts? What are your thoughts about Mortal Kombat 11 story? And what's your prediction about the game as a whole? Go.
Okay, the story. What the shit? What the shit? And also the voice actor Shang Tsung. Like that's kind of funny that they brought in his movie actor voice actor for this one. It's really amusing, honestly.
Dude, I'm just saying, bro. They got this nigga from Mortal Kombat. They got the nigga from the OG Mortal Kombat movie. This dude continuously keeps making money. I'm just saying.
Yep. But anyways, as for the future of Mortal Kombat, if the story is really good, which is they're consistent with, by the way, the storyline for Mortal Kombat, they're very good consistently. If this one satisfies the fans a lot, as well as compel the newcomers coming in, they're going to keep going for a very long time.
Right.
Honestly, they're in a really good shape at the moment, to be honest. Just hope the gameplay is more on neutral, I would say.
Anyways, I would say this. When it comes to the story, and you and I have talked about this for a while. NetherRealm Studios does such a great job when it comes to storytelling in a fighting game. No other company, no other development team has done a job like NetherRealm has. Because you gotta keep in mind, growing up, no one cared about the fucking no one cared about the freaking storylines of Mortal Kombat because it was just an arcade. Everyone was trying to get in, get out, and see some blood. Right.
But even then, the story for Mortal Kombat is the best in the fighting game genre, by far. And even in the context of a fighting game, like even outside the context of a fighting game, Injustice 2, they actually treated the situation of Harley Quinn's mental state very great, honestly. It's very great how they handle it, and not a lot of people can do it. Like relational abuse, at least.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, let me put it like this: I just played Mortal Kombat X for the first story mode wise. I played the game a ton of times with you and with the rest of our homies, but I never ran through the story all the way through. Like I played like Johnny Cage and Kodokan's storyline in that chapter, and that was it. But I streamed Mortal Kombat X all last week, and dude, I had so much fun. I mean, don't get me wrong, Sonya is a freaking cunt in that damn game, story mode wise, but overall, it was a great story. And watching this trailer and then bringing back the old Mortal Kombat theme song, like Mortal Kombat.
That one. I forgot.
But they remix it.
Why?
What? Nigga, did you just say why? Why not? Dude, have you ever played laser tag and had that song bumping in the background?
I get it, but it's like that was surprising, honestly, that they just brought in the old Mortal Kombat song right there.
Well, it's not just that. I would say this: the guys who made the song were the same ones who worked on the I think they worked on the Reptile song, like the old Reptile music, like from Immortal and stuff. Those are the guys, and they just remixed it to sound a little bit more orchestral and a little more epic. I'll say this one more thing: Mortal Kombat 11 is potentially my game of the year. Fuck Kingdom Hearts 3.
You have to play it first before.
Storyline wise, it might just become my game of the year. I'm pretty sure the game's gonna play flawlessly too. We'll find out. Matter of fact, if I buy the game, I'm gonna have you and Boken come over, and we're just gonna be doing a whole bunch of rounds and stuff like that.
Dude, I never played a Mortal Kombat game, honestly.
Hey, and hey, it's a first time for everyone, dude. Let's get it popping. All right.
I grew up with Killer Instinct, surprisingly.
We'll
We'll
try to get Killer Instinct in here too. So, all right, let's move on. So, former Valve employee Richard I'm gonna butcher this dude's name. Geldreich, who worked on Overwatch, and he also worked on Anthem and some other games and stuff like that, pretty much went into defense for Epic Game Store, because a lot of people have been crapping all over Epic Game Store and stuff like that.
Exclusivity bullshit.
Yeah, for Borderlands 3 and stuff. And shouts to Richard from Review Tech USA. He's the one who actually brought it up. Richard actually went into defense for the Epic Game Store, and everyone talking about how there's always there's spyware. I'm not gonna go into the article itself. I'm actually gonna pull this up from the man's Twitter. So, Tim Sweeney was talking, and I'm gonna read some of it. I support everyone's right to complain about tech industry stuff. Epic Game Store with exclusive games and a Spartan feature set is fine, targeted for IRE, but please help separate facts and opinions from the lies from spyware and foreign control. This is because of the fact that everyone keeps saying that there's spyware and stuff in the Epic Game Store, which I have the Epic Game Store on my computer. I don't have any spyware. I can tell you this from first knowledge right now. But Richard had also said, and this is where it gets a little funny. Hang in there, Epic. You are doing great for the gaming industry. I'm not gonna say the person's name on Twitter because I have respect for that person. But I'm going to read some of it real quick. I'm just gonna pull this up real quick. Hold on, give me 1 second. I had it and I just messed up. My bad.
Congratulations.
Right. Shut up. He said, if you'd qualify taking away the game 7 years to be precise, he's talking about Borderlands 3, and putting it on a platform for 6 months that is riddled with security issues and potential spyware, I suppose that's good. Epic Games has a way to go, and they'll do well soon, but I can't support it. It's not potential spyware, that's insane. Anyone with pro comment on some knowledge can see this. I work for Valve, and believe me, they gather huge amounts of data from virtually everything you do with the Steam client. Yet no one calls Steam spyware. If it wasn't for Epic, the entire industry would still be crunching away to support Valve's 30% rev share. Most of these profits went to a tiny handful of people who could care less about the industry or working conditions. Thank the gaming gods for Epic. Then some people were like, did you forget the consoles, which make up the majority of game sales? Also take 30% of the shares and use your online free. Another guy said the saddest part is the despised Andrew Wilson, who popularized loot boxes, but at least pathetic as Wilson is, EA gave the illusion of getting something. All Epic Games is done is take, cannibalize every game in your roster, left save the world for dead. Now you're killing the PC gaming. And this is where Richard clapped back, and he said Steam was killing PC gaming. It was 30% tax on an entire industry. It was unsustainable. You have no idea how profitable Steam was for Valve. It was a virtual printing press. It distorted the entire company. Epic is fixing this for all gamers. So yeah, there's more to it.
This is based on Review Tech's.
No. This is from Richard Geldreich, the guy who used to work for Valve, and he also worked on some of the games from BioWare, like Anthem and Overwatch and stuff like that. Yeah. This is coming from the guy who used to work for Valve, close with Valve too.
Now, in terms of getting information from Steam, I could actually verify that one, honestly. Like, Steam gets your data for that one. I could verify that for myself, surprisingly. Right. Because I check out the networking. Steam constantly keeps sending data. So yeah, I can confirm that one. And plus, and here's another one. It also, what Steam does as well. How should I put it? For the VAX system, it'll actually check out it'll actually go through all your processes and check if you're cheating or not. very invasive way to telling if you're cheating or not.
Okay.
So yeah. So the methods of getting data off of you is very invasive, including your processes as a whole. Plus, and when I did a survey at one point, they were like checking out all the programs I installed.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, they're. If you're using Steam, you're not getting privacy.
Exactly. Like I would say like this. I would say this. Steam, from what I've had some issues with, is Steam could, because of the games that I look up or some of the games that I have bought, it's like you know how there are websites like YouTube and stuff like that like give you recommendations on games you want to check out and stuff because you like this game, well maybe you might like this game and stuff like that. Would that be considered spyware? I don't know.
That's just general analytics shit right there.
Okay, I just want to make sure because
that's just analytics.
Okay, but what's your thoughts on Richard Geldreich's thing on Twitter and the clapback he just did?
About now, in terms of Epic Games saving the industry, if it's any other CEO, I would call bullshit. But because of the methodology of the current CEO, like what he stands for, I could see that happening. Epic Games saving it, despite the very bullshit way of them getting exclusivity by just buying the companies out, just for time exclusives.
Right.
I could actually see Epic Games saving the gaming industry, only because of the CEO. Had it been any other CEO, I would say it's gonna kill it even further.
Wait, Xforce, you don't believe that? Or EA and Orgy could save the game? I'm sorry. I tried saying with a straight face. I can't. I'm sorry.
Now EA is like EA.
Man.
You really expect what's gonna happen from it.
I swear to God, I tried to say it with a straight face and I couldn't. I just couldn't.
Now here's the thing. I actually did check out who the CEO is for. The CEOs for Epic Games and the owner, all that kind of stuff, and he's actually using the money to save forests. Who the fuck does that? He's actually putting all the profits into environment in the environment itself.
Okay.
So yeah.
I would say this. Tim Sweeney, look, like I said, I have a lot of respect for Tim Sweeney. I also agree. I think the way Epic Games wanted to try to get exclusivities is kinda okay, fine.
Bullshit. It's bullshit.
I won't. That's your words, not mine. But
yeah.
Hey, like I said, I said this before. I've said this on multiple occasions. I don't want Steam to be the end all be all when it comes to buying games on PC. I never have, never will. So I do like the fact that Epic Games wants to bring it to them. Discord is slowly trying to bring it to Steam too, because in case you don't know, Discord has their own gaming store now where you can buy. There are exclusive games that are on Discord, like that one game that's kind of like Dead by Daylight, but not Dead by Daylight. It actually looks really, really cool. I can't remember the name of the game. But
now here's the problem with the Discord. It's actually just an add-on, not necessarily a primary thing. That's for Discord. The Discord is mainly just it's basically like a messenger system. Okay. You know what I mean? It's just that's their primary, and the game store is just an opportunity to take advantage of their large user base there.
Right.
So you know what I mean, right?
No, I get what you mean. But
so they're just taking advantage of it. It's not necessarily they're not necessarily going to change the world, basically.
Yeah, because you can't change the world in one day. So, but
unless you're God.
I'll say unless you're God, exactly. I'll say this though. When it comes to Richard Geldreich, I actually do appreciate the fact that he went in to support Epic Games and Tim Sweeney, because again, like I can tell you from experience, Epic Game Store does not give me any spyware on my computer. Okay, I can tell you that firsthand. Okay.
All right. So, well, based on your experience.
Based on my experience, Nothing has happened on my front when I got the Epic Games Store installed onto my computer. Okay, I don't know about everyone else. I can't speak for everyone else because I'm just one nigga with a microphone with a small podcast.
You can pretty much confirm the part where there's no spyware. I have yet to confirm myself because you know me, I like to test things myself.
Exactly.
Even if people say it's good, like I want to test things myself.
Exactly.
Now, as for Steam front, I can confirm that yeah, Steam will just gather all the information and just use it basically.
Right.
So that one I can confirm.
Right.
For that part.
But I do appreciate the fact that Richard did go into defense because again, there are plenty of people that like. There are plenty of people now when it comes to becoming a game who are quote unquote gamers who want to complain, who find like the new flavor of the month to complain about. Anthem.
Well, here's the problem: gamers are entitled as fuck. They're entitled.
And partially, I don't blame them because if I'm spending $60 for a game that
they don't care about quality sometimes. They just care if they have what they want.
Okay, look, we're not talking about Konami or Bethesda or we're not talking about Konami or EA right now, okay? We're talking about in general. Should we feel entitled? I mean, in a sense, dude, I can understand. Listen, hear me out. I can understand why people would say gamers are entitled because they want this and want that, but there's a certain point where it's like these people are spending $60, maybe $100 if they're buying collections and stuff like that. We should probably take it under our consideration, to make sure we give them the best experience when it comes to video games. Because keep in mind, video games, for all intents and purposes, is another form of art.
Well, not in big companies' eyes though. Like at least in the AAA space, they just look for the easiest way to make money. And the current trend, loot boxes.
Okay, I wouldn't say that because look, Ubisoft's doing a pretty damn good job.
Yeah, but we're talking about maximum profit, not necessarily. We're talking about like maximum profit in this case, in this context. And we're gonna use EA for this one.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we're gonna use EA for that one. So here's the thing: in terms of making profit, you already know that in terms of mobile games, the most money they'll get is from microtransactions.
Right.
And
honestly, mobile games are like the death of would be the death and all be all death of the gaming industry.
Well, not necessarily mobile gaming itself, but the parts that the AAA space is taking, that's the dangerous part. Right. Like we got loot boxes on even Overwatch, for Christ's sake.
In fairness, when it comes to Overwatch, though, the loot boxes in Overwatch
doesn't matter if it's just cosmetics, though. In this particular context,
how so?
Let's put it this way: it is exploiting on the gambler mentality. Actually, even though it's not technically gambling, it is preying on that on the behaviors of gamblers. Actually.
Because people want to continuously buy loot boxes until they get that one skin.
Yep. It's that kind of thing. On top, and they also put in all the effort just to make opening feel good. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, all the animations and such. They put in all the effort just to make opening loot boxes feel good. That's the key. It's like pulling the lever in a slot machine, literally. In this one.
Right. No, I get what you mean, but
yeah.
But like I said,
get what I mean.
Like I said, do we feel entitled? I mean, yes. And I think entitlement is both good and bad when it comes to the game. When it comes to being a gamer, because
it really depends on what kind of entitlement.
Yeah, because I'm like, if I'm paying $60 for a game that's been under my radar since you guys started talking about like production wise, like Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2 is a good example. Battlefront 2, I tried defending that game because I played the beta. I thought the game was fun, but then when you mean to tell me that the things that I would be potentially unlocking, I have to spend hours upon hours upon hours upon hours upon hours to try to unlock. Like the whole, and I use Battlefront 2 as an example, new Battlefront 2, not old school Battlefront 2, because that was a cluster F in 2017. I'm pretty sure people to this day still talk about it. When it comes to how you poorly do loot boxes, Battlefront 2 is the perfect example of that. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
But like I said, Richard, like, hey man, Richard Geldreich, I know I butchered this man's name like 3 or 4 times now. Hey man, good for you for defending Epic Games. And I'll say it like this: the fact that this man has also worked, because this dude has a pretty impressive resume. So like I can't disrespect the clout he has. I mean, again, this man worked on Overwatch, for Christ's sake. And yes, say what you want about Overwatch's freaking loot box fiasco, but I'll say this: that game has made more money and has brought in more people when it comes to the esports rank than any of the other games. I'm just saying, like, Overwatch has become a global phenomenon, to say the least. Okay, I'm done talking about that. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about Capcom. So Capcom this past week announced the Capcom Home Arcade Fight Stick, which is a plug-in fight stick for 2 people, which comes with 16 games. And I'll tell them right now: Alien vs Predator, Capcom Sports Club, Armored Warriors 1944, Captain Commando, Cyberbots, Darkstalkers, Echo Fighters, Final Fight, Ghosts and Goblins, Gigawing, Mega Man vs Power Battle, Street Fighter 2 Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting, and a couple other games I can't pronounce. And the game, that freaking stick is gonna be running about almost $300. I think it's like $260 in American currency. That's not the jacked up part. I mean, it sounds cool on paper, but these are some of the games that we've played one too many times, and hopefully we can actually plug this thing into like a computer and like put more emulators on there and stuff like that. That's not where this thing, there's a lot of effery when it comes to this, and I will let Xforce explain some of it to the best of his knowledge. Go ahead, Xforce.
Okay, so where should I start with this one? Okay, long story short, they're using an emulator that is not supposed to be made for profit by license. And what they're doing, they're using an emulator that is that's not intentionally to be made for profit. On top of that one, it's also based on MAME, which is basically the arcade emulator in general. I'm just giving you the general gist of it. And yeah, they're pretty much violating the license at the moment, if it's assuming all of it is true.
So essentially, it's almost like what the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, and PlayStation Classics were running on, correct?
Well, obviously not the same emulator, but the same general gist of it. Yes. Where
they're using emulators to run these ROMs, and they're
free emulators, technically.
And they're charging people like $100, maybe $200 for it.
Yep.
Wow, that's awful.
I mean, it'd be one thing if it's open source. It's another thing if they violate the license. Because open source is open source.
Well, what's your thoughts on this? Because I honestly, I'll give my 2 cents. But what's your thoughts, Xforce?
At this point, nothing surprises me anymore. In terms of controversies, nothing surprises me anymore.
Damn, that's it.
What I mean is, I expected this to happen. That's
you
some sad
expected
shit
for this to happen?
Yes, I expect all the bullshit to happen like that.
I'm gonna put it like this. I'm just gonna wrap it up just like this. Why would I want to buy this stupid thing? Don't get me wrong, it sounds cool, and dude, it'll make trying to run some of these emulators and streaming them a whole hell of a lot easier. But why would I want to do that? Why would I want to buy a thing like this? I mean, it sounds great, and I can see someone only buying this and probably modding it to probably be like more like an arcade fight stick for 2 and stuff like that.
But just buy a regular arcade stick. You don't need that
Or
bullshit.
just download Fightcade. Download Fightcade. I still have Fightcade on my computer. Our homie Arcadium, shouts to Arcadium Studios, they run their Super Turbo tournaments on Fightcade. Just use Fightcade.
Fightcade's based on MAME, by the way.
Yeah, it is. It's run by MAME, and it's like, what's the point? Why would you want to spend $260 on a fight stick with only 16 games where you can find these ROMs on websites that I'm not going to say, because I know since Nintendo cracked down on some of the emulators websites, MU Paradise is forever gone, and I'm still very sad about that. So,
yeah, MU Paradise is dead in terms of Nintendo games, by the way. It's still alive overall, but just not for Nintendo.
I would not spend $260 on this thing. I'm not gonna lie, because again, it looks cool, and if you were to tell me that I can mod the hell out of it by putting like other Capcom arcade games on there, then so be it. I'd be okay with it. Like, on paper it sounds great, but then when you look at the roster of games that's gonna be on the Capcom home arcade stick, it's not worth it, because I'm so tired. I'm tired of Street Fighter 2. I'm gonna say that right now. Street Fighter 2 at this moment, I don't want to play that game no more. I played Street Fighter 2 way too much. Okay, no one should be asking, oh yay, Street Fighter. And it's not even the good Street Fighter 2. It's Hyper Fighting. It's not Super Turbo. It's not New Challengers. It's just Hyper Street Fighter 2. That's it. That's all it is. Darkstalkers, I mean, I've been a big fan of Darkstalkers. I love that series. I really wish that Capcom would make a sequel, but unfortunately it did not do well when it came to sales for the HD version of it. Mega Man, the Power Battles sounds pretty dope. Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, I mean, I'm just waiting for Capcom just to do a mini HD mini mix on the PS4 and Steam and every other console, because you can only find it on PS3, which is disappointing, and the 360. Captain Commando, Cyberbots, I mean, that's cool if you were a Marvel vs. Capcom fan. I mean, I guess that's okay. But yeah, other than that, I'm looking at this roster of games, and none of this impressed me. I mean, I think the only game I'd probably play would be Darkstalkers and Mega Man in the Power Battles, because I never played the Power Battles growing up as a kid. So yeah, like there really is no need for it. I mean, hey, but if you got $260 to $300 and you want to ball out like that, by all means, do what you want to do with your money, bro. I can't. I want to move on. I want to move on to a little more happier news before we get into the serial news. So, GameStop might make it out of the woodwork. They might survive. GameStop will now allow you to trade in your game for full credit if returned within 48 hours. This is coming from The Verge. The new CEO of GameStop is now testing out a brand new policy where, let's say you were to buy what's the newest game that came out recently? Let's say you wanted to buy Anthem, okay? And Anthem's not that good. And Anthem,
which it isn't.
Okay, right.
Sadly.
And you want to trade, and it's cost you $60. If you don't like the game, you have 2 days to you won't get your money back, but if there's a new game that's coming out, let's say Mortal Kombat 11, and that game costs $60 too, that same amount of money you paid for Anthem will be put into store credit, and you can then just grab Mortal Kombat 11 without even having to pay for it. So honestly, that's a win, and I honestly would say that's a win in GameStop's book. And hopefully, if this does work and this does draw in more people to start going to GameStop, then that's cool. I actually think that'd be a pretty dope idea, and it only work for physical copy games. It's not gonna work for digital games. This will only work if you bought a physical disc copy of the game. So, Xforce, real quick, what's your thoughts on this?
Good move on their part. It actually increases customer confidence, I would say. So that pretty much need that one pretty bad. Just getting the customer's confidence as a whole.
This program actually goes into effect when the game Days Gone comes out later this week. And I'm gonna read a little bit about this. The promotion window will apply only in the first week of the game's arrival, and GameStop will specify during various times which titles are eligible. Days Gone officially lands on April 26th, and customers will only be able to claim a full credit refund if they purchase the game between April 25th to April 28th. If they don't love it, they can trade in the open item back to the store for full credit of $60. Tax not refundable, and the deal only applies to the standard edition physical version of the game, not the collector's edition. So if you get the collector's edition of any of the games, specifically Days Gone, you cannot get your refund back just like that.
Oh well, what can you do?
Like I said, there really is no point in buying collector's editions at this point unless it's actually going to be really, really lit. So I think.
Well, let's put it this way: if you know you're going to play the game, like if you know you're going to play the game and you know you're going to love it, then you can get the collector's edition.
Exactly.
But it is a step in a good direction, though.
Right. And then I'll read a little bit from Cheap Ass Gamer on Twitter. This is coming from him as well. GameStop to launch Guaranteed to Love It program. If you return the game within 48 hours of the game's launch, you get your money back in form of trade-in credit. First game is Days Gone. If you hate it, bring it back within 2 days and get your $60 in trade-in credit back. But like I said, and I'll agree with you on that. I think this is a great move for GameStop because GameStop has been struggling, and we covered that in the last podcast where they lost a crap load of money during the fourth fiscal year, and it was pretty bad. But if this gets GameStop out of the gutter just for long enough, because we all know that like physical gaming copies and stuff like that, and stores like GameStop are going to be going down soon. But if this reduces the inevitable truth, and if it reduces it, and GameStop survives like another 10 years, give or take, then I'd be okay with it. I think this program might potentially save GameStop for now. Hopefully, when Days Gone comes out and people are not excited about it, or people believe that the game's bland, they can easily just get their money back. So, again, win-win. Good job, GameStop. You get a W, GameStop. Yes, for the first time, GameStop gets a W. They do something that actually does make sense to do. So.
I actually saw some Nerf guns in there. I actually want to get.
Oh my god, you and these freaking Nerf guns, actually.
I was messing. It's like, they're overpriced. They're overpriced for what it is.
Unless
honestly.
You go to Marshalls.
Oh god, I was telling you about the Marshalls and such.
I know. That's why.
But I'll tell you. But I'll talk about after the podcast is done, though.
All right. And last but not least, and man, I do not want to talk about. Oh well, actually no. Before I talk about this, real quick, so I did you check out the new Star Wars Fallen Order trailer, the new game that Respawn Entertainment's doing?
No, I have not.
Okay, it is the first Respawn game that's gonna be single player. That I believe it's gonna be the first single player Star Wars game we've had in the longest.
Wait, didn't you have exclusivity on the Star Wars license?
Well, yeah, the publishers, but Respawn Entertainment is developing the game. Keep in mind, Respawn, the guys who did Apex Legends and
okay, then that makes sense then.
Okay. But yeah, I will say this. I'll say this right now. The game has potential, but I've been let down by EA too many times. I'll wait until reviews come out, and that game comes out, I think November 19th. I believe.
Remember, a 7 equals mediocre.
I'll take a 7. I honestly will take a 7.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean by
yes,
the scores and such, right?
Yes. Too much water. 7 out of 10. All right. Now let's get to the main course. I'm not looking forward to talking about this. This really pisses me off. But so a cosplayer on Twitch was recently, and by recently I mean a few days ago, a cosplayer was banned from Twitch after using blackface. This is coming from Fox News. And her name is Karu Pups, who is white, made and put on a costume for Black Apex Legends character Lifeline, and had dyed her hair to match the character, which is fine, but ran into trouble when she started to apply thick brown makeup to match the character's skin tone. This was done on Twitch as well. The Lithuanian streamer drew
done live, basically, right?
Condemnation online for her antics. One Twitter person said, "It's in 2019. This is ridiculous." Advocacy Black Girl Gamers summed up the disbelief by saying, "What the you know what?" while sharing a picture of the cosplay creation in progress. Their followers were quick to respond with outrage, with many pointing out that it is perfectly acceptable to cosplay as a character of a different race, but that makeup crossed the line. Being black is in the costume. You can wear what you want. At the end of the day, you can wash off your face paint and never have to deal with any of the real POC people have to deal with on a daily basis. And because of the outrage, she got banned from Twitch. She later deleted the video from YouTube, where her account is still active, and posted a video attempting to explain her actions. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't want to read more about this because it might piss me off. I'm just gonna chuck it up and say this: white people, or just people in general, not just white people, but for this argument, for this right here, white people, wear what you want. You want to cosplay as a character who's a person of color, do it. We're not going to tell you who and who not to cosplay as. Where we draw the line as people of color, I don't care if it's blackface or yellowface, in general, where we cross the line is when you decide to apply makeup to yourself to match the skin tone. Please stop doing that. It is not cool. It is not funny at all. Please stop it. Okay?
It has a bad history.
It's had a bad history. It's 2019. I don't need you niggas who's gonna tell me that racism is over. No, racism is not over. Okay?
It's gonna be forever, sadly. As much as we want racism to be over, it is, as long as there's hate in the world, and as long as there are differences, racism is going to keep on going.
Perfect example. Look what happened in Sri Lanka. Rest in peace to the 207 people, by the way. Look what happened. It was you can call it a hate crime, you can call it a religious hate crime. 207 people died. Okay, I'm just pointing it out right now. But in this sense right here, people in general, stop doing it. Okay, there are people in the world who are.
Let's put it this way: fear and ignorance. Fear and ignorance. That's going to cause major problems in general. I don't think she's well aware of what she has done, honestly.
I don't know how she's not well aware of what she's done. Do you know?
It's because, okay, to be fair,
okay, go
people
ahead.
just shrug it under the rug every single time when it comes to actual issues that should be talked about, including in history class. I could vouch for that one. They just shrug everything out of, under the rug for the ones that are supposed.
Are you serious?
Yep. I wish it was serious. Like the blackface stuff, it's actually a small part of the history book. Just a small part. But it has a bigger role in a music history book, though.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, do we have to talk about Bojangles? Do we have to talk about any of that? The Coon Chicken Inn? I don't want to get too political, but I'm like, I think at one point we gotta show these people that.
But let's put it this way: why is blackface very controversial? Minstrel clubs, where the white people in this particular context actually paint themselves as black people, and then stereotyping what they are, basically. And this is during a time where black people are actually not treated very well, I would say.
Not treated very well is the understatement of the year, but I get what you mean, Xforce.
Yeah, I just want to just say it that way. But overall, really bad history. It is not cool, and I'm not saying that just because. And let's put it this way: it's not just black people that got the treatment; it's also Asians as well.
Dude, Breakfast at Tiffany's. Can I bring that up? Breakfast at Tiffany's, real quick.
Why not? Go for it.
Okay, anyone, if you're uninitiated, if y'all have not watched Breakfast at Tiffany's, first of all, I will say this right now: I love the book. I love the hell out of the movie. If there's one thing about that movie that that irks me, especially now, because I watched it as an adult. I never watched Breakfast at Tiffany's as a child. Mickey Rooney played Mr. Tanahashi, or he played a Japanese landlord to Audrey Hepburn's character Holly Golightly. They yellow-faced him. They made him look like a stereotypical Japanese man, even though he was a white man. Okay, I understand it was a different time. It was the 60s. Okay, I completely understand that. But in context of now in 2019, people are gonna look at that. They're like, "Bruh, what the hell?" Okay, this in particular, this is a what the hell.
Well, if you take it in isolation, it doesn't seem bad. It doesn't seem bad. But if you take it in the context of blackface, it's a derivative of it. So it is what it is, though. Also, Aloha, Emma Stone was supposed to be playing a half Japanese woman. They ain't no. What the hell?
Did you ever watch that? Did you never see? Okay, real quick. Okay.
What?
Okay. Hey, Xforce, I don't think you ever knew this, but a few years ago, Emma Stone was in a movie called Aloha, where she's supposed to be playing a half Japanese woman. Soak it in real quick.
Good thing I have Slack on me right now.
Yes, Emma Stone was supposed to we were supposed to believe that Emma Stone was half Japanese in the movie. Yet we all know that girl is white. And again, I love me some Emma Stone. Don't get it twisted. I just honestly believe she should have been like, you know what? The paycheck ain't even worth it. I'm just saying, paycheck ain't worth it.
Well, let's put it this way. Now, let's put it honestly. For me, I can care less about everything, but it's just the fact that it's just the political implication that just shakes my head. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I see things in more in cause and effect, and what they're doing is causing massive problems. If that makes any sense.
Right.
But that's how I see things. Now, in this situation, you take it personally because you're black, right?
Yes, I'm both black and Mexican. But
in your case, you take it personally.
Yes, I do. I do take it personally. So
yeah.
Other than that, go ahead.
But I'm just going to do devil's advocate. It's not you, even though, and you can say that they're just being a dumbass. You know what I mean?
Right.
You can just think of it that way instead of it personalizing it.
I can and I would. I just think in the context of what I saw, and then she tried to explain herself on why she did blackface, which is probably the same, which would have probably been the exact same thing, being like, I just she's my favorite character and stuff like that. That's fine and all, but bruh, again, there are plenty.
Don't cause controversies.
Yeah, I have met people who are Caucasian. I have met people who are Asian who love them, who some of their favorite characters are people of color, and they cosplay as them. I've seen a white guy cosplay as Luke Cage. He didn't blackface at all, and he actually went as the original '70s Power Man Luke Cage with the fro and the little freaking tiara on his head and stuff like that. He didn't blackface at all. He just looked like Luke Cage, and it was really, really cool. I seen a white guy dressed like Black Panther. He didn't blackface himself. Matter of fact, he was in the Black Panther.
But long story short, you don't need to go that low. Basically.
Yeah, there are plenty of very talented ways to do a cosplay of a person of color if you are Caucasian.
What about CGI?
You see, we have not hit the technology standpoint where we can start seeing our faces. We haven't yet. If they haven't introduced it in America yet, X-Force, we can't do it.
But okay, let's put it this way: if someone's acting, let's put it this way: if someone's acting, you can be a person of color. Like in terms of mocap and such, and and they already did it with Uncharted actually.
And it did with Ellen Page in that freaking One String Guitar movie.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah. But would that be considered next level of blackfacing, or it's just considered remodeling somebody?
It's neither one, because it's like this. Troy Baker played every single voice in Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh yeah, Troy Baker. I loved that. He's an awesome voice actor.
Okay.
Honestly.
I would have gotten mad over the fact that Troy Baker's exact same voice was on black characters, but I'm like, you know what? It's voice acting. It's whatever. I don't give a shit.
It is what it is.
I don't give a damn. But if we're talking about acting and stuff like that, or in this sense, you're costuming a character and stuff like that, then I have a problem with it.
Well, let's move on because
that was the only thing on my notes. But I'll say I'm gonna chop it up and just say, people, don't be stupid, okay? It's one thing to dress up like someone, like your favorite character. It's another when you try to match their skin tone, okay?
But at the same time, though, how are you gonna teach people which things are stupid if they're stupid themselves?
You beat them over the head with them.
It's like learning math. It's like learning math, like the traditional way. Just grind it until you actually get it, basically.
Right. And one more thing: white people, stop blackfacing. So I have to stop blackfacing. Stop yellow.
It's not just
stop
white
blackfacing.
Come
Stop.
on, man.
No, yes it is. Stop blackfacing. Stop yellow facing. Stop brown facing. Stop red facing. Just don't do none of that. Just get it out of your system. Don't do it no more. Please stop. Just don't do it, okay? Because if you don't, your number of black friends to make sure you're not racist will now go up to 3. And this is a reference to dear white people. This is not for real. But you need 3 black friends now. I'm joking. That's pretty much. And here's one. So there's a rumor about the PlayStation 5's price. Apparently the PlayStation 5 is gonna be $100 more than the PlayStation 4. We don't know too much about it. This is just rumors around the internet. I'm gonna take it with a grain of salt because I just got my PS4. I'm not gonna buy a PS5 anytime soon. If it does come out this year, so hopefully it doesn't come out this year. Hopefully it comes out like next year or so. And even if it does, I'm still not gonna buy it. And the disc-free Xbox One is potentially coming out next month. So.
Oh yeah, I also forgot one thing. Joker released.
Oh yeah, and for you Smash fans, you Smash and Persona 5 fans, Joker's now officially in Smash. He's pretty freaking annoying, I will say that right now, because I played Xforce with him using Joker. I almost wanted to smack him in the face.
Hey, I like using him. He's just really fun, honestly.
I know. But with that being said, yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Yeah, thank you guys very much. This is episode 70 of the Struggle Gaming Podcast. Xforce, you have the floor. What's your closing statement for episode 70? Go.
It was alright. We missed 69.
You missed 69. Myself
I
and
know
GC
I missed
did.
it.
Yeah, I was trying to get Jen and Cece and Karma in the show, but everyone was working that day.
It'll be nice. You know what's really sad? It'll be nice if we get Boken, Commando, and Jen in podcast. That would be great.
We'll get Boken. Well, I know Boken and Commando are gonna be. Him and I are gonna be doing phase 2 of the MCU this week. So I'm probably gonna be watching Age of Ultron tomorrow night. So Age of Ultron,
right,
man. So yeah.
Well, I gotta go. So,
we're almost done. My closing comment is: hopefully everyone had a great Easter. Once again, happy Easter for y'all listening to this. Or right now on Sunday. Now, if you're listening to this later on, hopefully you did have a great Easter. And I'm gonna go and watch Game of Thrones. So there you have it. And y'all know what to do. You should already know what to do at this point. You can email us at ScrubClubGameBookies@gmail.com. That's ScrubClubGameBookies@gmail.com for any questions, comments, stars, advice, business inquiries. We'll do business with you and the folks who want to find us on Facebook and Twitter. Type in ScrubClub Game and bam, ScrubClub Game is all up in your home. You also find us on our YouTube page, ScrubClub Gaming. You can find us on our mother base, SoundCloud.com/ScrubClubGaming. That's SoundCloud.com/ScrubClubGaming. For all episodes of ScrubClub Gaming Podcast, Scrub Launch, ScrubClub Center Presents, and ScrubClub Retrospective Reviews. You want to get a hold of us, you want some tea time, find your boy Reckless Fox on Twitter, Instagram at @TheReckless_Fox. Follow my YouTube page, Reckless_Fox, and find all my latest gaming content on Twitch.tv/RecklessFox. If I'm not holding down the South Tower region, flexing Geek Tower style, Xforce, where can they find you?
You can find me at twitch.tv/XFirstGamer88.
Alright, and with all that being said, guys, thank you very much. This is episode 70 of the Struggle Game Podcast. And as always, peace out, bless up, and keep on record things to one another's laws. And we bid you all an adieu. Goodbye, mwah, and good night. Bang. Deuces.